Hey friends, Kate from Venison for Dinner here, and I'm gonna give you a little trick tip game I play when you are trying to use up odds and ends, or you're in a pantry challenge, or you're just in a rut and you need some motivation on what you should make. This is what I do. So for this little thing, you can go to your fridge or your pantry or your freezer or all of them. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna find 5 oddball things. 5 things you don't reach for first. You know those things in your freezer, those sauces in your fridge, those dry goods in your pantry that you just, like you bought and then you're really not sure how to use them up, or maybe you just have too many. This is what we're gonna focus on. You're not gonna take your easy to use up first thing you reach for. We're gonna take the things that you shove aside to grab other things. Quick look in my pantry gives me these 2 things. Then we're gonna go to the freezer. These are pinto bean flakes for instant pinto bean like dip or to thicken a soup or whatever. I bought them, I thought they would be really fun. I've probably had them a couple months and I have not used them once. And then this, I have a lot more of this in the basement. I bought a 5-pound bag, hi Rowan, of these really big coconut flakes, and I have barely used them, and I have a 5-pound bag of them. So there's 2 things. Now we're gonna go to the freezer downstairs. I did take a quick peek and these are all pretty good here. So I'm gonna look in the freezer and find 3 more things. First things first, I opened up the wood furnace to check where it was at, because that's our rule. When you come to the basement, always check the furnace. Nobody's been checking the furnace. It needs a block of wood, so let's do that quick. Much better. I caught it just in time. There's just enough coals that throwing a block on it will be good. I don't know why nobody else was checking the furnace, but I guess I'm the winner today. Now, we are blessed. We have many freezers. However, I know that those 2 freezers are fairly good. They're just meat that it's easy for us to go through. This is the fruits and vegetable freezer, which is where I sometimes end up with odds and ends. I pulled out my 3 things, although there's multiple bags, are 2 bags of shredded zucchini, because I actually think this is 2019, not 2020. So we'll make some zucchini bread. And these are like little smoothie packs that I don't even remember when I made these. And then just a tiny bag of frozen raspberries. So these will all get thrown in a smoothie for my children, well, me too. And then I have a bag of cubed, uncooked butternut squash. And I think this squash, I'm gonna cook it and mash it. And I'll link a recipe for a pumpkin chili. Fun fact, you can swap squash for pumpkin very easily. So I'm gonna try pumpkin chili. Now, as for the things upstairs, let's make a plan. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make it all easily accessible, so it's in our face, and we're gonna make a list. These things are gonna go in the freezer here, although I might just make a smoothie for the kids right now. And these 2 jars, I'm gonna put them front and center up there, so when I open them, I see them in my face. Now, things from the freezer were fairly easy on what I'm gonna use them for. The pinto bean flakes, my guess is a bean dip, but I'm also gonna hit the Google and see what Mr. Google has to say. The coconut flakes, granola is one of my ideas, or just like people who toast them and add cinnamon and salt and such. Like coconut chips. Those are my 2 ideas for those. So now I'm gonna put this literally on the fridge right in front of my face so that I see it, and as I use things, I'm gonna check them off. We're not gonna use up all of these in one go, especially since I have a 5-pound bag of coconut, but we're gonna make a dent and we're gonna see what we can do. And it gives us a little bit of direction and inspiration and uses up things that are getting forgotten and neglected.